Just piggybacking off that Chrisette Michelle video, something I could have done there, but I wanted the video to be short enough as it was. But you remember when Steve Harvey got the smoke and he got attacked by the black community because he took this picture, this very picture, which when he finally explained it after coming out of hiding for a while, he said he didn't know that it was going to be a photo op or whatever. That wasn't the goal. They had a conversation upstairs, and then they came down there. The media was already there. And of course, Trump is going to be Trump and get something out of it. He's going to get what he want out of it too. And black people kind of attack the black liberals, the Democrats, the same black women who claim they care about Chrisette Michelle, which they don't. They don't care about Chrisette Michelle. They are upset. They feel some type of way that they can't do to black men like Kanye, like Snoop, like Rick Ross. They can't do to them what they did to her. So now they're going to bring her up as if she's some type of martyr. And we got to bring her back now. You bitches is the reason why she gone. Black women, you are the ones who attacked her and gave her death threats and made her have a miscarriage and go into depression. Y'all did that shit on social media. Just like y'all going after Ashanti right now because of something Nelly did. But anyways, Steve Harvey went up there. He had the conversation with Trump, and he comes down. Black people give him the backlash, whatever. Now, Steve Harvey is heavily dependent upon black spaces. He got white money. He got a bunch of jobs, a bunch of TV shows, and all other stuff. But still, he is heavily marketed to blacks as far as his TV show and his radio station, so which is his majority. Not where he make all his money, but that's his ear to the street or whatever. But so they canceled him, they tried to, or they attacked him or whatever on social media. He comes back out a while later, does a little comedy special, explaining everything that happened. Again, he didn't know what was going to happen with the picture and all that, which is whatever. It's a picture. You did meet with him, so whatever. That's what Trump's going to do regardless. But one thing that no one talked about, none of the niggercrats who were upset with him, he went up there to talk to Trump for a specific reason, for his camp or whatever his thing is that he deal with young black boys. Young black men. He has something that he does every year for them. That's what he gets back. And he was going up there trying to get some legislation, some federal dollars to help aid that. And after his meeting with Trump, Trump says, go talk to Dr. Ben Carson. Within the next day or two, he talks to Dr. Ben Carson. He went up there. Again, nobody talks about this, but he got what he asked for. Out of all the slander, all the stuff that went wrong, he went up there, took the heat from black people, and then got to come back down and be like every other niggercrat on TV. Trump is a threat to democracy. He's a never Trumper. Trump derangement syndrome. He got to do all that stuff. Tap dance for Kamala Harris. Tap dance for the Democratic Party. He did all that, even after getting what he wanted from Trump. You're damn right, Trump should have took that picture and got that clout he was looking for. I say all that to say is that sometimes we would rather. I used to think that black folks would sacrifice a win to be right, but we'll sacrifice a win just to feel right. Like it don't even gotta be tangible. Just it feels like a win, and we grasp for that and we love that for whatever reason. Another example of this is the criminal justice reform that happened under Trump. No, it wasn't perfect. No, it wasn't everything that the activists or the Democrats were asking for. But at the end of Obama's administration, there were bipartisan bills out there that could have got passed. The Roland Martin niggercrats of the world tell you, well, it wasn't good enough, right? That's what they'll tell you. But your favorite black elected officials, your Maxine Waters, your Sheila Lee Jackson's deceased, the other two niggas that look alike that's dead, my bad, they gone. But those people rather say, no, we'll wait to see if Miss Hillary win and then pass something later on. So think about that. Let that sink in. These are Democratic politicians who you pay your taxpayer dollars to represent you. And they're like, here's a bill that it's not perfect, but it'll get Negroes home. At the federal level, at least. And state, because the stuff that Van Jones and them did, it helped spark Republicans realizing that it costs too much money to keep people in jail that shouldn't be there. So let's let them go home. Talk about that differently. Van Jones can get this example of this too as well. As much as he's a niggercrat too. But they could have got shit done at the end of Obama's administration. And out of none of the shit that he did for black folks, out of no credit he got from his 8 years, for dealing with race and addressing black people issues directly. That's something he could have got credit for. Like, he could have gotten credit for that. It could have happened under his administration, even if it wasn't perfect. Even if, now, if it wasn't perfect and all the things that Roland Martin and all the other Democrats say that they wanted, they still would have gave him credit for it and still would have gave him his applause. Trump does it. Oh, it wasn't good enough. It's not what we really wanted. Whatever. Hillary didn't win. So they gambled people coming home sooner than possible on politics, on hoping that Hillary Clinton could have got a better deal done or a better situation, hoping that they had the House and the Senate and the power to even do anything like that. That's your black elected officials. That's your nigga crack class. That's your Tamika Mallory's and your Mysons and Reese Colberts and your Karen Hunters and your Roland Martins. That's them niggas. Those talentless 10th people, those misleadership class people would rather you stay in jail longer. If you talk to Alice Walker, if you talk to the Stan King lady, you think they would have rather stayed in jail 2-3 years longer than they had to because the Democrats wanted to play politics. And right, they say that Trump didn't want to do something XYZ because he didn't want to fix the border under Biden because he wanted to come on his election. That was his thing. He probably did do that shit, whatever. But Democrats do the same shit. They literally did not get some legislation passed because they said, you know what? We'll wait. We'll keep those niggas locked up. And we'll hopefully, when Miss Hillary win, we'll go out there and try to get a better bill. Obviously, it's 2025. They still don't have the better bill that they wanted from when Obama was in the office. So if you was waiting on Democrats, y'all niggas would still be in jail. But some more of my story is, even though black folks are in this craze of nitpicking every little policy, every little executive order, some of it is true, some of it is cap, some of it when you read the fine print, okay, it don't really mean all that. And I get it, is the sore loser is, we in our feelings because little Indian girl didn't win. So they're going to be out here talking to white people like the white people know what they did, what they voted for. The white women know that they voted to end DEI. White women know that they voted to put more restrictions on abortion. Obviously, those issues were not that important to them because they voted for the motherfucker who's going to do all those things, right? And we sitting back, he ha and like we in some good position to do that. I don't get that part, but yeah. Where I'm at, 7 minutes. I just think it's terrible that the way we deal with politics, the way we respond, the way we attack our own. I will do a video too about people say that, oh, nobody was really Damaris the Little Thought from the Rory and Ma podcast, try to downplay the amount of black women who were crashing out over black men who actually voted for Trump. Not the black Democrat men who didn't come out and vote again. Remember, Joe Biden beat Trump by 8 million votes. Where the fuck was they at this last election? You believe that? Where they go? They just 8 million motherfuckers just stayed home? Okay, whatever. But y'all should be crashing out over them because they're people who are actually in your party and they support your politics and all that. And they didn't come out for whatever reason. But you crashing out over the little 20%, 18% of black men who historically have always voted that way or whatever. But that's just like, we gotta do better with this politics shit because nothing's gonna change. Like, you should be focused on a local level, local politics. That's where most things happen at. And worry about that other shit later on because it's not working for us. It's gonna be a long 4 years with all the crying and the boo-hooing and all the things that got Trump to win. Y'all just doing more and y'all gonna help. And I'm not mad at it, but you're gonna hope the next Republican win, right? If the Republicans don't do anything and they don't do nothing because they have the power of both chambers and all that, and they lose, that's on them. They deserve to lose if they don't do anything so that the American people can want to come out and vote for them again. But don't get it twisted. This reaction, this Don Lennon, every week, he crashing out, Roland Martin. I haven't even watched nothing he did yet, but I already know what he doing. Y'all keep doing that shit and watch what happens. Y'all gonna let a younger version of Trump come in there, which I don't really see J.D. Vance as being all like that. But And if Trump don't do anything with the populist movement he got right now, that's going to just be dead. But yeah, that's my video. I just thought about that because I wanted to put that Steve Harvey part in there, but I forgot. I didn't want the video to be too long. But yeah, Steve Harvey got exactly what he asked for. So while we're protesting and we're crying about Zuckerberg and Elon Musk all going up there and all these billionaires moving with the tides, which happens every election and every political season, Roland Martin crying about CNN putting Jim Acosta on that night, which I understand why they're doing it. They don't want someone super anti-Trump to be the mainstream channel, mainstream audience, the target audience. They want a more neutral person. They do it every single election. Ask Melissa Harris, two last names Perry, who got fired when she could have just shut the fuck up and let the other people take over because they didn't want no more radicals on the net on MSNBC. And unfortunately, that's how we got Joy Reid, because Melissa Harris Perry got fired stupidly, and then the other dude, the white dude, who I thought was gay, with the white hair, not Anderson Cooper, the other one on MSNBC, he got me too, and that's how Joy Reid got. We got to see her ugly ass face now because of that. But networks change and they adapt. They move with the population. Like, that's just how this shit works. I don't know why we don't understand that. Every day, Charlamagne looking doofus, like, they've been saying all these bad things about Trump, but they're having tea with him, and Obama sitting there cracking up with him. At the end of the day, the DA and the prosecution and the defense attorney all go out and they have lunch at the same bars. I'm out.